Hi all and welcome again. As most of you all would know, my name is Riyad and I'm a regular recreational cyclist. Just a regular guy who goes out and ride his bike once a week, and sometimes if I can fit in a ride during the week I would. However, every year I try to challenge myself to do this touring ride in August, so it's generally a multi-day ride, and I'm here to this year to share my experience with you. Now I didn't get a chance to take a lot of photos, so one of my friends, Richard, he joined me on the ride at certain parts and he takes really good photos, and thanks to him I have some photos. The plan is to leave this year. Due to COVID restrictions, I was going to change up the ride a bit, so my initial plan is to plot 5 difficult days of cycling and do it back to back. Leave home on my bike, return on my bike, carry all the gear that I need, and yes, I'm going to share my experiences with you. It's basically the aim is to get over 1,000 kilometers in 5 days and 9,000 meters of elevation in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, this year is just Trinidad. So here it goes. So just a short bit about my bike now. So I know I did a previous video detailing the gear, but just to summarize, it's a Felt VR40 aluminum frame bicycle. It's not a high-end bike, it's a mid-range bike. Aluminum wheels. I have a 11 to 40 cassette, and the gear wheel in front is not large. It's like probably 46-32, I believe. What other things do I have on the bike? 28 tires, Strava tubeless, and Apidura bar to carry my gear. Day 1, which is Tuesday, August 2nd. It's 3:30 a.m. I'm up and getting organized to go out. I had everything prepared the day before, the evening, so it's just to get up and eat and get organized, or things like that. It's about 5:45, so now I am thinking about, I have this day ahead of me and I have 5 days ahead of me of difficult riding, but I'm just going to forget about everything and go out there and experience it. Now, the challenge about today, this day 1, is it's going to be, I have to go to the north coast. I have to go to Port of Spain. So I'm leaving south where I live, which is Barport. I have to go to Port of Spain, north coast, come out Arima, and back home all before 9 o'clock, because 9 o'clock is the curve. Now, this is a bit tricky because if you have flats and you have any problems along the way, time goes by very quickly. So my aim is to get to Maracas by 10 a.m., Port of Spain by 9 a.m. My aim. So 5:40, 5:50 now, I'm probably taking a picture, getting ready to start the ride. Now, the thing is this, I cannot leave home till 5, so I have to wait till 5. That's where the curfew ends, right? So at 5 on the dot, I leave home. The good thing about this morning is Chhangur said, he's one of my good friends, he would like to join me along just to ride with me for a little bit. He don't know how long, he has some time this morning, so he would like to fall in for a bit. So I ride to Pinal, I reach San Fernando where I meet Chhangur. I think it was Koki roundabout, and we rode till Point Lisas where he got a flat and he wasn't able to continue, and he told me to go ahead because of my time restrictions, and I did continue. Now I have Richard and Steve waiting for me at Caroni flyover. So I'm just first day full of energy, just decide to pedal on, see how quick I can get to at least meet up with Richard and Steve, so I'll have some company from there, and see how quick I can get to Port of Spain. I reached the Caroni. Well, when I reached Shogunas, I gave Richard a call. Hey, I'm in Shogunas, so I'll be in Caroni in a bit. They're coming from Tunapuna. Reach Caroni now, no one is there, so I give them a call. They didn't leave us yet, which is probably close to Grand Bazaar. So I said I will just move on and they will meet me along the way. So now when I reach Grand Bazaar, I'm probably like 5 minutes ahead of them, maybe, I don't know. And they're trying to catch up with me, and I'm going down the beach to Port of Spain. Some miracle, I get to Port of Spain by 8 o'clock. I was like, wow. So I'm ahead of schedule, feeling good, things looking good. So I'm going to continue on to Maraval and then Maracas. Now, this is where the climbing starts. The first hill to the pillars to Maracas. Now my leg feels dead by just riding from south to Maracas. I'm feeling like tired. So I just take my time and roll up these hills. Strangely enough, just before the Maracas lookout, I hear someone calling. When I turn around, it's Richard to the back, and Steve is even further back. He says, I'm happy to see him. So now I have company from Maracas. Now we reached Maracas at approximately 9 a.m. So things going good, ahead of schedule, beautiful scenery, was nice coming up through the mountains, the Maracas climb. And yeah, on the way to Blanchichez, made my first stop in La Fillette. So first official stop for the day, La Fillette, to top up my bottles, because I know after La Fillette, I have like a 3-hour ride through the mountains with no real stops as soon as I'm pulling out of La Fillette. Got a flat. Thankfully, the tubeless sealant sealed the flat. It took a few minutes. I was able to seal seal it, top up back the tire with some air, and continue riding along. So that was a sigh of relief. But on reaching Blanchisseuse now, which is like a checkpoint in my mind, Richard's saddle now failed. I mean, when a saddle failed, that's like the end of the ride, right? The bolt strip or something like that. So Richard was like, hey, what, you go ahead, I will organize one of his friends, Anthony, to come and pick him up. I was like, okay, no problem. Guess what? Steve reaches with that stop. Steve rode with me a bit going up the Blanchisseuse climb. Now with all the chasing, he got a bit of cramps. Now I'm on my own all the way to Las La Paz. No, it's like climb after climb after climb, and you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop. You say you're going to rest. No, there's this bus shed before I reached to the Las La Paz, and I was like, should I stop and take a rest or just continue going? I said, I'll rest when I reach to the top, probably have a Vita Malt or something like that. Reach to the top of Las La Paz now. I don't want to stop. I just say, let me continue going. I'll rest on the descent. Richard called. Riyadh here this. I was not too far behind, but then I got flat. I tell him, well, wait and Steve sort of himself, and they could head back home because they're going right Balsane, and I still have to go down south. So I tell them we would link up another day. So I'm really grateful for just, having them along on the route on day one today. So now I'm down to Madras Road. The timing is looking good. Still daylight. It's probably, I don't know, probably 3 o'clock, and I'm in Madras Road. Not bad at all. One of my other friends, Saj, he saw me along the route, popped me up, just checking in because he wanted to be part of the ride as well, but due to other commitments he couldn't make it. I just continued all the way down to back to home. Day one is over now. Day one was like one of the most difficult days. It was like over 2,500 meters of climbing, and just for day one to be over is like a relief. Legs tired, you have to go at it tomorrow again, but you made it. Day one is over. It's just to put on your bike, get your main things off your bike, get your clothes washed, because the aim is to wear the same kit for the entire week. Sort out your water bottles, then shower, get some nice rest. This is where the bed never feels so good before, and you get a good night rest. And then up for the morning again, and set my alarm. I set 2 alarms at 3:30, 3:45. So if I miss one, hopefully I'll hear the next one, because I don't want to be leaving late the next day. I'm going to go to Icacos, going to rest my leg. Day one was probably way better than expected. Yes, so the official stats now for day one was 238.67 kilometers. Moving time was 11 hours and 56 minutes, 2,578 meters of elevation at an average speed of 20 kilometers per hour. So I was home by 6 o'clock, and to me that was amazing, and it was a good way to start day one. One flat, Dylan saved my life. Day two, here we go.